All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're tackling something huge in the world of AI, making conversations with them feel, well, real. We're going to explore a new framework that's trying to solve this exact problem.
So, have you ever talked to an AI and felt that delay? You know the one I'm talking about, that awkward pause. You're just hanging there wondering, did it hear me? Is it broken? It just totally kills the vibe, right? The whole illusion of a real conversation just evaporates.
Well, that gap, that super frustrating pause, it's got a name. It's called latency. And honestly, it's the biggest roadblock we have right now. It's what's stopping AI chats from feeling truly human. It's kind of like this ghost in the machine that we've just got to get rid of. So we're heading into the real challenge of real-time AI. The thing is, the problem isn't just about making an AI sound like a person. Nope. The real trick is making it respond with human timing. And that, my friends, is a huge, huge technical puzzle to solve. And this quote just hits the nail on the head. Think about it. In a real conversation with a friend, timing is everything. Even a tiny delay can make things feel, well, weird. It's clunky. And that's what we're dealing with. It's this uncanny valley of timing that makes most voice AI today feel just off. Okay, so how do we fix this? How do we actually close that gap? Well, that brings us to a really interesting new open source framework that was built specifically to take on this challenge. Let's talk about LiveKit Agents. The big words to remember here are open source, real-time, and low latency. It's basically a toolkit built from scratch to let developers create AI agents that, well, don't have that awkward pause. And it's not just about voice. It can handle video and other inputs too. That's what multimodal means. All of it without that lag. So what's the secret sauce here? How does it pull this off? It's all built on LiveKit's WebRTC infrastructure. Now, if you've ever done a video call or watched the live stream, you've used WebRTC. It's the absolute gold standard for real-time communication online. So by building on that foundation, LiveKit Agents is just designed for speed right from the very beginning. Okay, so let's pop the hood and see how this thing actually works. What's inside the Agents toolkit? What are developers actually getting to play with? At its heart, it's a three-step dance. First, it takes what you say and turns it into text. That's speech-to-text, or STT. Then, that text gets zapped over to the large language model, the AI's brain, to figure out what to say back. And finally, the AI's answer is turned back into audio and sent to your ears. That's text-to-speech. The real magic, though, is making that entire round trip happen in the blink of an eye. And this isn't just some high-level idea. It's a real practical toolkit. You get SDKs for Python and Node.js. It takes care of tricky stuff like load balancing. But I really want to zoom in on one thing: semantic turn detection. This is a game changer. It's how the AI knows when you're actually done talking, just like a real person would. So no more of those super awkward interruptions. That's huge. All right, so building a cool demo on your own computer, that's one thing. But what happens when you want to build a real product? Something that thousands or even millions of people can use at the same time? Well, that's a whole different ballgame. You need serious infrastructure for that. And this is where LiveKit Agents really shines. It helps you bridge that gap. You get the basic building blocks to start, your SDKs and tools for local development, but then it gives you these production power-ups for the real world. We're talking about agent servers that can scale up, the ability to manage complex workflows with multiple AIs, and even hooking into old-school phone lines. So what does this all mean for a developer? It means you can stop wrestling with all that complicated infrastructure stuff. The framework does the heavy lifting for you. And that lets you focus on the fun part, giving your agent its unique personality, its purpose, what makes it, well, it. Okay, let's zoom out for a second. Why is this so important? I mean, what does solving this whole real-time voice problem actually unlock for the future of conversation? The magic number we're chasing is less than 150 milliseconds. That's apparently the point where our brains literally can't tell there's a delay. It feels instant. That's how we finally get out of that uncanny valley of timing. We're talking about an AI that can respond just as fast as you or I can. And this is the crucial point. When you get rid of that delay, you're not just getting a faster AI, you're getting a whole new kind of interaction. Think about it: a seamless AI companion, a language tutor that can correct you the very second you mispronounce a word, a customer service agent that's just on it, all of it happening with the natural back and forth of a real human chat. That is the key to everything. So that really leaves us with this one big question. Once that barrier of latency is just gone, what's possible? The creative doors just fly wide open. It's not really about what the tech can do anymore, but what we're all going to build with it. So what will you build when AI can listen and speak at the speed of thought?